time you used to play? First of all, is it perception or is it reality? Divas are, or receivers are divas.
Receivers are divas. Maybe the modern day receivers are divas, but back in my time, we're talking about from 60, the old AFL. Wide receiver right now, I see how they play is in a comparison way. Receivers nowadays, they're given all the rights to run all over without getting bumped, without getting hit. And I said, I think I could be a receiver. I'm serious. At 65 years old. But I'm just amazed at the way the rules have changed for the offensive side of the game. And I just say the receivers that I watch, that I have seen. I mean, anytime you just run down a field and into an open field, and I always wonder, how did that guy get loose? Nobody touched him from the time he left the line of scrimmage until he gets out there 40, 50 yards out. And it's just amazing that the game has changed so much, and that's why the numbers are so well up there with all these guys. And they don't get bumped, they don't get hit. Like the years when I was playing, a receiver coming across the middle of the was a no-no. They were afraid to come across the middle there because sometimes I even dropped back there to catch one, and I was playing the defensive line. But that's the game has changed. It's more for the offensive side of the ball now.
Do you enjoy the touchdown celebrations, though, as part of the kind of theatrics of the game?
No, that's all. I don't want to say BS, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, one thing that the old coach used to say, just give the ball to the referee, play like you've been there before, give the ball back, go back. Billy Johnson was one of the first ones who I played with, and with a dance in the end zone or whatever, the little funky chicken or whatever they call it. But they just play the game, and like Earl Campbell and the rest of them, just hand the ball to the referee, go back, do the same thing. Play like you've been there before.
Let's talk about the history here for a little bit because, as you mentioned, you played a couple decades ago, and now we're a couple decades fast forward. In the annals of the NFL, though, if there's going to be a Mount Rushmore of wide receivers, who do you put on it?
Mount Rushmore of wide receivers, Bob Hayes. Going back from Bob Hayes, Randy Moss. He was Kenny Burroughs, who I played with back then. And these guys weren't. Also, Steve Largent. That was Steve Largent. Oh yeah, he played a year with me in Houston, and guy didn't feel Fred Blitnikoff, and I mean just on and on. These guys were. They weren't afraid to go across that middle. They didn't. I mean, they'd get bumped, but they would still catch that ball. A guy by the name of I'm really going back, named Warren Wills, who was amazing. Played with the Oakland Raiders. You'd have to look him up, but he was unbelievable. Just to watch him.
What made him good?
He just had the moves. He knew how to play the game, and he was smart. He was a smart receiver.
So how do you build the perfect receiver? Whose hands would you use? Whose feet would you use? Whose hips would you use?
Oh, God, whose hips? Warren Wills, I guess, because he was so smooth and so fluid. And Kenny Burroughs, he just had the speed. You had Fred Blitnikoff. You know he was going to just throw it up. He was going to catch it anywhere where you throw it. And I just to watch those guys in the old filmage now. Just another one I forgot, Raymond Berry. You'd have to go look him up. And Raymond Berry. Hey, Raymond Berry had been the best.
Right. He defined route running
Yes, exactly. Just throw it out there, he would be there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Alvin, thank you so much for your